So this is my first one night design challenge video. You can see we're starting here at 1:55 a.m. I kicked out of the lab for parking at around 6 a.m. So 4 hours, see if we can make it work. So here's the design that I'm going to try and make tonight. It's going to be this tank top right here. On the back, it's going to have this spine detail that I've done before for my final collection last semester. So I'm going to keep that motif. And then I'm going to do some pleats here that sort of represent the ribs. And so this is going to be a different color fabric than the spine. And then on the front, where the pleats are going to come around. And then I'm going to do some maybe French seams or some sort of seams here that sort of mimic the lines of a corset. So that's the idea, and we'll see how it works out. First thing I have to do is sketch out the pattern. So set up over here. I have a paper that I stole from somewhere in the building. And I also brought this tank top from home that I can use as a reference. I think I want it to be more cropped, but just for the general shape. So this is the video setup I have going. Just using the dress form as a bit of a tripod. Very scuffed, but I know, making it work. That's tricky. That's cool. Anyways. Alright, went ahead and added the seam allowances to the front. It's a 1/2 inch all around and then a full inch at the hem. That's just what I normally do. And now to make the back, I'm just going to trace paper over this, but modify the sleeves to bring the sleeves out a bit, the armholes out a bit. I'm going to bring the neckline up a bit for the back and then keep everything else the same for now. So I went ahead and finished the basic pattern pieces for the tank top, but as you can see, they're all rolled up because of the paper. But a little trick, if your paper does this, is you can use the iron and actually iron out the paper, and the heat, for whatever reason, there's probably some science behind it, but it makes it so your paper will then stay a lot more flat, and then you can work with it easier. So I'm going to do that for all the pieces and then start on the modifications. I just did the modifications for the front part of the tank top. I drew some curved lines starting at the top of each of the darts from the back, and then traced them down to the bottom and then cut them out. And ideally the pattern should have some seam allowance between each piece, but I think I'm just going to do that on the actual fabric for now with chalk, because I don't feel like doing like 6 things right now. That's a lot. So next is cutting the fabric. And here is the fabric I selected. So we need tank top. It's going to be done in this black fabric. It's a bit darker in person than it does on camera. And then the spine portion I'm going to do in this nice red fabric. I just love to do red details. And I think this will be super fun. Hopefully it will look good. I'm back for a second night. The first night, I'll just notice the time. It was like 5 a.m. So I just had to go home and have class in the morning, get some sleep, but I'm back in the lab. I went ahead, I've already put the pleats in and cut out some like rib cage or some spine joint bones for the back. I'm just go ahead and sew all this together. So I'm gonna try a little time lapse for that. Alright, so I just finished sewing the front and back. The back is a little bit rough on the spine part. This fabric is very slippery. But I do like how the pleats look. And then the front actually looks really good. So all of these panels with top stitching. I'm a big fan of the front. The back definitely needs work for the final version, but now I'm just gonna put the front and back together, probably do a fit test, and then we'll do finishings. Alright, so I'm done for the night. I just finished trying it on, taking some photos, making a little outfit, but it's definitely not a complete product, but here's what we ended up with. I love the front. I really like this design. Definitely want to keep that in future iterations. I think in the future I would also bias tape finish the arms. I just had time to do the neck tonight, left the arm raw. And the back. The back has grown on me. I still don't love it though. It's definitely just a bit sloppy. I don't know, I like how these look. Maybe in the future I'll just do a stripe and not do, these are hard to do. But yeah, there it is. Turned into a 2-night design challenge, but I'm not mad at it. It's a nice little mock-up, nice proto, and excited to do the final version.